Hey, all you diehard fans out there. Welcome to Highwire's Improv Sunday. We are Wordplay, and we have Val. Want to say hi, Val? Where are you from, Val?
I'm from the UK.
And Bela
Hello?
in California, and I'm Taj in Oregon. And to start, we want to ask for a word. Since we don't have hosting, Bela, why don't you give us a word to start with?
Your word is crash.
Crash. Thank you.
This is all that was left. The steering wheel.
Well, it must have been a malfunctioning steering wheel. I mean, he was an excellent, excellent driver.
Yeah, Tom was one of the best. I'm going to keep this.
Maybe we should put it on the wall so we never forget. I still have his baseball cap. It's not from today, of course, but I'm going to wear it in his memory.
Oh, that's really sweet. You know, with you being his ex wife, I wasn't sure how you felt about him.
I'm his ex wife, and yours, well, now his widow, I
Widow,
guess. Yes. Oh, that's sudden, isn't it?
it makes you wonder if it's all worth it, doesn't it?
Well, speaking of worth it, I do have his most recent will here, and he remembered me very, very kindly.
Why have you got the will?
Well, he and I had a love that never died, and even though you two were married, we still spent time together in a platonic kind of a way.
I didn't know that.
We were
I
so
don't know how I
platonic.
feel about that, Maisie.
I knew you were going to have some response about it, especially since I'm carrying his child.
I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, here's some tissues.
We couldn't have children.
That's part of the reason that we rekindled our love. He wanted us three, you and me and him, to sort of cohabitate and raise this child together. So I'm hoping I made this baby blanket halfway, and I know you're an excellent knitter. You could finish it for us.
Okay. At least it's a little bit of him left behind.
I'm protecting my forehead with my baseball cap from the sun. I don't want you to think that I'm just one of those guys that has to make a fashion statement. No, I'm protecting my skin.
I see. It is good skin. I don't know if you know, I'm also a scout for certain facial products, models for them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were a scout for a baseball team, and I was going to stop you right there because I don't like baseball. I just need the skin protection. I want to be very clear about it. So if you're a scout for some type of, well, skin concern, then I think we can talk.
You have very nice hands as well. Can I see that hand again?
Well, uh, I have to say that I usually, although I don't have them right now, I usually have a baseball mitt on each to protect them from the sun. I just,
Wow.
yeah,
That's going much further than a regular glove like I wear. These fine gloves really protect well, and I can still use my hands. Have you ever thought about
Frankly, I think you're deluding yourself. You know what the UV protection of those gloves is? It's only 100, whereas a baseball glove, you're basically almost at the bottom of a deep, dark cave halfway between the US and China.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've learned something new today, and I thought I knew everything about skin protection.
They call my hands, the color of my hands, brine shrimp. It's
Well, why
that
are
way.
you holding it out into the blinding sun, even for a few seconds? Those are $1 million hands.
It's true, but I was told by my doctor that occasionally I need to let my skin out to get some vitamin D.
Oh, vitamin D, yes. It's my enemy.
Right? Right? I
Yes.
mean, a vitamin that's from the sun? I mean, it's hideous. It's horrible.
That's why I sell these fancy little chews.
I've always been about consuming something that, well, the most likely the safety experts have never thought about. Give it to me.
It's also chewing tobacco.
Well, good. No, I'll say
Because
good. I'll say good. I'll say good.
because
Hmm.
there's a baseball angle to this commercial I want you to be in.
Look, I really, I mean, I have a kind of an anti-baseball thing. Did I just swallow the chewing tobacco, by the way?
Oh.
Ugh. My child, your confession has been heard, and I wanted to let you know that we really do appreciate you giving well, all of your money to us in your will. I'm looking at it right here. I'm verifying, and because of it, you don't need to do that many Hail Marys. Your Hail Marys have been reduced, my child.
With the little time I've got left, I'm pleased about that because Hail Marys are a little bit boring, aren't they?
Look, I don't. I shouldn't say anything, but if I'm being completely honest, and we are in a confessional booth and God is looking at us, I have to confess, they're so boring. Much like your will is very boring. I mean, you're giving everything to the church. Good job, though, by the way. Good job. Good job. Uh, Here, I'm going to give this will back to you. I'm just going to put it into the little thing in between us here. I'm just going to just get that in there and just yeah. No, here, yeah, whoop, yeah, there you go. Little wrinkled, little wrinkled. Okay, but I'm sure you can unwrinkle that so it's all okay for the lawyers. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just rereading it.
Oh, okay. You're not going to make any changes now, right? I mean, God is going to keep you at your word.
Well, I did think about giving it to the orphans.
You mean those orphans down on 42nd in Maine? Those orphans are supposedly, oh, we're so poor, we're orphan. Those orphans?
Any orphans, I just wonder, does forgive me, but does the church actually do anything for the orphans?
Why would you give money to the orphan? We're the church. We help the orphans. That's what we do. You give the money to the orphans, it'll go to gambling and probably random television watching, and most likely there will be a heavy uptick of junk food consumption.
I'm quite shocked by your attitude, Pastor. I think I'm going to change the will. Oh,
Hail Marys, so many Hail Marys for you,
oh,
so many,
oh,
200 Hail Marys. Oh,
I need to change the. Oh,
are you
oh.
dying? No.
So, are you listening? Come on, answer me.
Yes.
The idea is to market a baseball cap that says balding and proud of it. What do you think?
I'm hiding in the shadows because I don't want anybody to notice.
Come on now, come on. Join me here in the light just for a moment.
No, and I don't want to be in the light. So instead of a baseball cap, I need an entire blanket to hide me.
Oh, that's the next idea. It's like one of those things you wear and you pull it over your head and it says out and proud.
But I'm really not out and proud. I'm more like in a corner and not proud.
That's what the idea is with these products. Balding and proud of it, but wearing a baseball cap. You see, there's irony there.
I took a supplement of iron earlier this morning and it didn't make me feel well.
Didn't make you any smarter either.
Another good getaway.
I can't believe it. Now all we have to do is go back and pick up the money.
Oh, bugger.
Ew.
Is that a cold or allergies?
Professor, I'm so sorry to interrupt your fabulous presentation, but I am ill, Professor. I am ill, but I wanted to hear your presentation.
Germs are not allowed in this lecture hall.
Professor, I have a tissue. I have a tissue to protect all of you, you and my classmates. This tissue will protect you all. Look, it's look at how the phlegm has not been able to pierce the tissue.
I have an issue with your tissue. That's not going to protect anyone.
You have an issue with my tissue?
I do.
Oh no! What could your issue with my tissue be? Look how strong it is! It is a multi-ply tissue, not just a single weak ply. This is a 10-ply tissue.
You're not going to ply me with your arguments. This is a philosophy class. We are not morons here. Your tissue is paper thin, as are all of your arguments.
Oh, please don't flunk me simply because I am ill and my brain cannot comprehend all these highfalutin arguments while I do sneeze my brain cells and look, there's some brain in the tissue.
That's your excuse for today. What's your excuse for last week and the week before, when your arguments were as weak as those plies?
I have a long-term illness, which constantly means I am coughing out my brain, amongst other things, into this tissue. It feels as if it's a good excuse, is it not?
Kindly leave my classroom and take your tissue with you.
I will propel myself with sneezes.
Got the money now. It's the best bleeding bank job we've ever done, Charlie.
Do you think we should attach that steering wheel to a vehicle now?
Oh, bugger.
Well, this baby, it really seems to be, well, almost complete, but it seems to be missing something. It's getting colder by the moment, and even though I hold it to my chest, it isn't completely as warm as it could be.
Here you go. Granny's knitted a little blankie for baby.
Oh, wonderful. And you just, with gravity, laid it on it. Look at how it just floated down as if it were on the moon and it was finding its home. Oh, my baby, all of a sudden It's getting toasty, toasty and warm. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's like a little hot potato now. It's really hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my,
Take the blanket off. Take the blanket off.
no, why would I take the blanket off? It was cold before and now
It's
it's
getting too
warm.
hot.
It's not, it's ow, 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 ow,
Take the
ow,
freezing
oh,
blanket
no, no,
off.
over to you. It was your blanket.
No.
Ow, ow, ow.
So you say that there are noises in your home at
That's
night.
at night, there are noises in my home. That is exactly what I said.
All right. Well, are you thinking that someone might be burgling?
Yes, yes, that is a concern. I've basically gotten rid of all the other things it could be. No raccoons. It's not a mountain lion. It's not a regular lion. It's not ants.
I want to steer you towards a new idea here. Here, I've got a cage here with a kitten in it. Take this home.
All right.
Now let the kitten out in your home to wreak havoc. All right.
Look, I'm already feeling less manly with this kitten in this cage. But you're gonna need to tell me what am I doing with this thing?
Now, when you hear noises in the night, you can just attribute them to the animal, and that will alleviate your anxiety.
Oh, I guess it would, wouldn't it? I'll hear the large human sounding noises and I'll attribute it to the little teeny kitten that's in front of me that looks so cute. Is that your idea?
Kittens can make a huge racket. You'll see, you'll see. You won't even hear those human sounds. The kitten will be a perfect cover for them, and you will sleep like a baby.
Look, when I came to the gun store, I was hoping to take a shotgun.
Ah, but we really prefer to give shotguns to people who have had enough sleep.
Touche, touche. I will use this, try it, and get back to you if I need the actual shotgun.
Sounds good. All
All
right.
right.
Right, this time, this time. There
Mom,
must be. Come on then, Charlie. What you got to say this time?
well, the steering wheel needs to be attached to the vehicle. You're holding it up against the windshield, but there seems to be some air there between the wheel and the actual steering column.
Give me a bleeding screwdriver.
All right, I'll go get it. Are you going to rotate the Earth so far on its axis that it no longer can support life?
Yes, yes, that is my supervillain plan is to go ahead and just make it so everyone falls off.
Oh, I thought it was weather related.
Fortunately, I might fall off myself. I I forgot with gravity that even someone on the bottom of the earth doesn't fall off though. So yeah, maybe this will create some winds or something. I don't know.
You've given up on the B plan of the magisterial flatulence.
The magisterial flatulence was magnificent, but oh, how did you just how are you going against gravity? Dang it. My
Gave me
plan.
a crick in my neck, so I
Oh,
had.
ow, ow, yeah, it really does hurt. It really does hurt. Okay, back to the flatulence plan. That was way better. yes, no, I'm thank you for the shared tissue. I feel honored to have the shared tissue now so that I can cry into it and I'll give it to you, Sally, in a moment. Don't worry. Don't worry. The shared tissue will be yours. Oh, here you go, Sally. Here you go, Sally. It's your turn. Shared tissue. Oh God. Oh God.
Remind me what we're crying about.
Sally, Sally looks funny when she cries.
Wait, I forget why we're crying, but just watching you guys cry is making me. Wait, you're laughing. Oh, Look, I need to dry the crust off of my eyes. I want the tissue back. Give me the tissue back. Give me the back. Thank you all for coming to the reading of the will. We're going to go ahead and get started. Is everyone prepared to hear the will? This is the main event. All right, a question over there.
Yes, will this be televised?
Actually, yes. This is on the local pay-per-view channel. So we don't know exactly who's watching, but whoever is watching has paid a good amount of money. Yeah.
But I'm just a humble maid to his lordship. I was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't raise your hand.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Any other hands raised? All right. I guess we have to listen to you. All
I
right.
was saying I'm just a humble maid servant to his lordship, and I don't even know why I'm invited here.
You seem very humble indeed. So
Very humble I am.
very humble, very humble,
Very humble.
very humble. Well, if there are no other objections or questions, yeah.
Shouldn't the help be in the parlor?
Actually, yes. I'm sorry, Miss Humble. I'm assuming you had a name. Miss.
Mary, sir. I was invited to this will reading. I was by his lordship himself.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna look at the list of you know what? You're right. I'm so sorry. So she doesn't actually count as help for this meeting. She was invited. She'll count as help again after we read the will. Yeah, go ahead.
Was she invited before or after his passing?
Uh, I honestly, I don't know. I assume it has something to do with reading of the will, though. All right, all right. Are we all good? Are we all good? Okay. Okay, now please, I'm about to read the will, so please look to the camera and look as nice as you can, because, well, I believe that the people on the television will be voting on who they think should actually get the money. And why do I have a feeling no one's going to be getting the money? Let's go ahead and read the will.
And that's our show.
Woo!
So thanks, audience of Highwire. And next up, we have Murder Cats, who should be around soon.
Thank you.
Bye.